Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at family, okay? So whether this be the family that you live with, that are blood related to you, parents, siblings, children, or whether this is the family that you have chosen to walk with in this life, we are looking at family today. I will also be drawing some cards just for sort of important messages that you might need to be aware of as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. It does really help the channel grow. Every single like and comment and subscribe. If you do leave a comment, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. Okay, but this week we are I've got the Seeker's Lenormand and the Mystic Martian Oracle. Some interesting messages come through with that one, but getting straight into it for you today, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with family? Family matters for Taurus. What's going on for Taurus with family? And just one more for Taurus and family. Okay, so Taurus, firstly we have the mountain energy, okay? So this does talk about obstacles or delays that you may be facing within the family unit at the moment. There's some sort of hard work, some perseverance needed to be put in here with, I do have the child coming out next. So for quite a lot of you, that is, some hard work involving an actual child, okay? So I do feel that if this is your child or another child within the family, somebody within the family needing to, pay some extra attention, put in some extra work with a child at the moment, it is kind of impacting the family unit. Like I said, whatever family is for you, Taurus. So it's kind of just letting us know with that obstacles and challenges card there that, the mountain is surmountable. You can climb that mountain. Once you get to the top, you can kind of see your way clear and know exactly how to get back down the other side. So it's a matter of, being determined and persevering and, taking the steps necessary to get over those obstacles, resolve those obstacles or delays within this connection, the family connections here. So I will get some cards to clarify what those obstacles actually are all about. But the child energy there, if this isn't in regard specifically to a child within the family, and when I say child, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a very young child. This could be an adult child of yours. It could be, referring to you as the child of your parents, those sorts of things as well. But ultimately, it does talk about, overcoming obstacles by, really embracing the fun, playful energy, the childlike kind of energy, the recognizing issues from childhood aspects. So, if we're having obstacles with somebody in particular within the family, maybe recognizing the things that they have faced as a child and actually addressing those issues from childhood. But ultimately it really does talk about fresh new beginnings, that sense of wonder and childlike joy at what could possibly be on the other side of that mountain. So once you climb that mountain, we do see that child energy shining brightly there. So you get to the top of the mountain, you look out, and all of a sudden you've just got this sense of wonder, of amazement that things could actually be, quite different to what they look like when you're at the bottom of the mountain looking up. Okay, I'm just going to get a card to see if we can get some clarification on that mountain particular. Okay, clarify the mountain energy for Taurus and family. Okay, so we do have the fox here. So with that fox energy, a lot of the time we are going to be seeing somebody who is kind of acting like they only care about themselves. Okay, they may be somebody who is a little bit, they have a tendency to be a little bit manipulative. It can talk about, that trickster kind of energy, but ultimately it's somebody who acts very independently and is only caring about their own survival. They're not necessarily, as focused on the survival of the family unit as what they are about their own survival, doing what they need to do to survive. We do also see the tree as well. So it's issues of growth. So this person may have, especially seeing that child energy there, that this person may have, once again, issues from childhood that are affecting them, that they're needing to heal and grow from. I do feel that with that independent energy and then the tree energy, which is all about self-care, that looking after themselves, the obstacle may be that this person is placing themselves separate because they are needing to look after themselves. They are needing to heal themselves and really take care of themselves. And this obstacle is the way that they know how to take care of themselves. Okay, so it does involve that, with the tree, there is this aspect of, growing. They're growing and healing and learning more about themselves, trying to find that inner wisdom to be able to deal with whatever these obstacles are. So I do feel as though this is connected to a specific person with that fox energy there. When I see that fox energy, a lot of the time, it is feeling a very feminine kind of energy today. It's kind of all over the place. A lot of the time it is a masculine energy, but today it is feeling rather feminine, and it's kind of somebody who is a bit of a shapeshifter kind of energy as well. They change themselves to suit situations, and that's how they sort of heal and grow from things, and that's how they have matured, is to try to adapt themselves in ways that enable them to survive whatever situation they are in. Okay, so I do feel as though those obstacles are connected to a specific person for majority of you there. The next card we do have is the Lily. Okay, so for some of you, these obstacles may have been longer term obstacles, but for everyone else, it does sort of talk about having this sense of fun, this playfulness, addressing childhood issues, not only long-term issues, but that's why I'm getting that issue that, for someone here, there is some issues stemming from childhood, and this is really the crux of the issue. I feel for a lot of these people, that there's some stuff for this person from childhood that they're still trying to sort of, grow and mature to the way of thinking about that. But for, the rest of you there, that is very connected to this person's emotional vulnerability. So with them being that fox energy, they obviously do, I feel, keep themselves very separate. They have kept their emotions very, very separate, and they find it very hard. And this is where we're seeing you, Taurus, needing to really embrace the sense of adventure, embracing emotion, embracing vulnerability, and just looking at, having that sense of, it's a lot of positivity, and the opportunity that new beginnings could come around if we are emotionally vulnerable, if we are open and honest with people about our true feelings, and making long-term changes to really embrace that more adventurous, fun kind of energy. We do also have the cross here. So I do feel for you, Taurus, that you do carry this quite, strongly as a bit of a burden that you've been carrying probably for some time with that lily energy there, that this has been sort of a burden on your shoulders for quite some time. But with the cross energy, it is very important to remember that, there's a sense of destiny here. There's some things that needed to happen this way, and having faith that things work out exactly how they need to. So I will grab some cards for advice, but I am really getting a sense of, whatever's happened here, whatever this mountain issue is in the family unit, there's kind of a sense of destiny, that this was supposed to happen this way, that, it may leave you feeling like you have got some burdens on your shoulders, but, it's all part of the path, and part of the, with the tree and the cross both coming out, and the lily as well, it does sort of keep in mind here, Taurus, that there is probably some spiritual lessons for you in amongst all of this as well. Okay. Advice for Taurus. Advice for Taurus. I'm getting it's kind of an interesting message here because I do have the rider coming through first and foremost. So the writer usually brings somebody else through with some sort of news. It's relying on other people for good news, and you know, that happening pretty quickly. Other people giving you news about this person themselves maybe coming towards you, you know, with good news. Good news, I've grown, I've matured. I want to, you know, talk about this situation. I want to get over this obstacle with you here, Taurus. You know, it is the snail, so it does slow this particular rider down in this deck here. So it's not you know, super fast. I dare say a few months with that one. But we also have the clover, which does talk about, you know, fortune's on your side here, Taurus, that you have some sort of good luck around you. You're able to take a chance to really secure your own self. I'm kind of getting this message that, no, it's kind of like waiting for the new, wait for the news, wait for the good news. And then, you know, in the meantime, taking a chance on your own home, your own self, you know, paying more attention to, you know, your own, the house that you're building within yourself. You know, once again, I'm getting this connection to being quite a spiritual growth here within you yourself, stabilizing your own emotions, stabilizing your own life, you know, keeping yourself safe and secure where you need to be. So I kind of feel this energy of, you know, just waiting for waiting for the good news, waiting for the penny to drop, you know, take a chance on yourself in the meantime, and your own stability, your own security in this world. You know, and once again, with that cross energy, things will work out the way that they are supposed to with this situation. Okay, so I'm hearing, don't stress your pretty little head, Taurus. Okay, so, but family stuff aside, we'll see what else wants to come out for you here, Taurus. Taurus, important messages for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to be aware of? And keeping in mind, guys, it is a collective message, so it is, you know, going to play out slightly differently for everyone within the collective. We have here the flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. That has come out with Arcturians. It's all about feeling safe, wisdom keepers, and concern. So feeling safe, finding your own sense of safety, you know, focusing on yourself. This is the chance that you need to be taking, is to find your own sense of safety, focus on yourself, focus on what makes you feel like home. Okay, so you're the wisdom keeper. There's something with the wisdom keeper keyword there. There is something that you're aware of, that you're holding on to. I feel as though there's some sort of information that you're not sharing to somebody here. And the flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. So that's kind of reading as very creative energy here, focusing on your own creative energy as well here, Taurus. But we'll delve into that a little bit. Okay, Taurus, important messages for Taurus. Okay, I can see why we're seeing that wisdom keeper's keyword and why it was flagging out to me. We do have the key coming through first here. So this is actually talking about you opening yourself up, opening your heart up. A lot of the time it does talk about, you know, opening yourself up to success, which, we are sort of seeing that here as well. But it could talk about opening new doors, new opportunities, but I'm not necessarily getting that. I'm getting more along the lines of opening your heart up and really examining yourself and the past here. Okay, we have the mouse coming through there, which does talk about the past, losses that you have suffered, really opening yourself up to the truth of the loss that you have suffered. So I do feel as though for some of you, this is actually still connected to this family issue, whereas for others of you, this is sort of talking more about how you're focusing on yourself and needing to focus on you yourself in the meantime and worry about your own healing and maturing rather than whatever's going on with this family situation. Finding creativity in the way that you're examining the past, the way that you're looking at the past, maybe looking at the past from a different perspective to your own. And really opening yourself up in a very loving kind of way to really examine the losses that you have suffered and the past history for yourself here, the past losses, because we do see the snake coming through as well. And this is actually letting me know that there's something about the past situations that you've kind of deceived yourself about the truth of that matter. And that's why we're seeing that you're really needing to open up to yourself. And, with that wisdom keepers as the keyword there with the Arcturians card, there's a piece of information that you have deceived yourself a little bit about here. It's not necessarily like a huge deceit or anything like that. It maybe is a deceit by omission. There's something that you have kind of forgotten about as part of that past history there, that loss that you suffered. It kind of feels like, because I do also have the bear here as well. So, at the time in the past when this loss has occurred, this was the only way for you to protect yourself. Okay, the only way for you to protect yourself was to forget that particular thing was fact, to forget that particular piece of information, to deceive yourself that something wasn't as it seemed. Okay, so it's coming through here that, for a lot of you, this is connected to the family stuff as well. And it's just letting us know that there's a piece of wisdom that you do hold within you. And you need to open up to the truth of that and understand that that is part and parcel of this loss and looking at things in a different way, bringing that creative energy out and finding inspiration in truth. And there may be, for some of you, there may be some answers for you in your actual dreams as well. So, but just, don't go too hard on yourself. You've done this to protect yourself. Pardon me, Taurus. It was all about protecting yourself, and it was the only way you could look after yourself and nurture yourself and put up clear boundaries for yourself and stand strong and powerful with no matter what's going on. It was sort of the only thing that you could do to protect yourself was to kind of deceive yourself in some way. Deception by omission is coming through, focusing on following temptation and telling yourself that you're doing things out of passion or temptation or taking the easy way out. At the time, that was the only way to deal with things for you, which is perfectly okay. But it's time for you to really open up to yourself and find that truth and, open yourself up to the true wisdom and the full extent of that situation so that you can look at it from a different perspective. Okay, because that's what's going to really help you find your stability and your long-term security for yourself. Whether it be just emotional stability or physical security or whatnot, that sense of belonging within your world. A little bit there, Taurus. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements. I do suggest your moon sign in the way that I read. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.